All right, let's move to college football. Some big conference championships this week. A lot of these teams are led by players that they found in the portal. Friday night, you got Oregon and Washington. Oregon had this quarterback, Bo Nix, who is probably arguably the Heisman frontrunner right now. If we're being honest. Portal guy. Multiple portal guys. He's been in the portal twice, right? I feel like he's been.
Just Auburn. Auburn to Oregon.
Was he somewhere else before he got to Auburn? I feel like Bo Nix was somewhere else, but he's a portal guy nonetheless. And this isn't about the conference championship that'll lead to the college football championships. It's Auburn. But this portal thing, it's out of control. Like I'm going to be honest with you, and I said to you guys a couple of weeks ago, reports were saying that this portal was going to be one that you've never seen before this year. Some very notable names of players moving all around college football. I'm from the old era, where that if you transfer out of the school and you didn't go down, if you were Division I and you didn't go down to Division I AA or Division II or Division III, you had to sit out an entire year before you can play. Now you're able, starting on December 4th, I believe, to move around in the portal. And the portal it's not just I enter the portal and I go and I move here and there and all these different places. Nah, it's to the highest bidder. The portal now has become legalized free agency.
4th to the 2nd. 30-day window.
30-day window. So December 4th, January 2nd is when you can enter the portal and make a decision. The great thing about the portal is some of these players end up on better teams. You get a chance to see them play against better competition with better teams around them. The dark side, because for every positive side of something like the portal, there's a very dark side that we won't talk about, that we don't talk about. And what you have to understand is this. There are only so many spots. And so now you have thousands of players in the portal. You have thousands of players that are graduating from high school. You have players from the portal that are moving from D1 to D1. You have guys who are in HBCUs and D3s and D2s moving up to D1. And at the end of the day, what ends up happening at times, because sometimes some of these kids get bad information or don't listen to the information that they're given, and because they're a little bit, and I'm not saying that all the kids are soft, a lot of them are. But some of it is, this is a bad situation for me. This isn't a good spot for me. I came because I thought it was going to be a good decision. And then when I got here, they had some other guys come in, some transfer guys. I'm not going to play here. The bad part about the portal is some folks going to be left out. You give up your scholarship because you think there may be a better opportunity for you to go somewhere else and play right away. And for some of them, it absolutely is. But there'll be a number of them that we won't talk about, that we won't hear about, that have decided to put their names in the portal, and they'll end up like Will Smith in an episode of Fresh Prince. When he was standing there crying in the arms of Uncle Phil, saying, "Why don't he want me?" And they won't have a team to go to. And they'll find themselves back at the crib, at community college, at a JUCO, playing flag football to stay in shape. That's the dark side of this. And then now it's become big business. You see, this is my forever beef that I'll have with the NCAA. See, instead of the NCAA doing what's right and putting together the proper plans and things in place where the money could have been controlled a little bit differently and there could have been a little bit more foundation and instructional order in the portal, you were selfish, you were greedy, and then the players had to force themselves or force the hand of the laws to get you to relinquish. And now it's to the highest bidder. Nebraska head coach Matt Rule came out, and that was kind of Matt Rule kind of letting you see the skeletons in the closet, but also a public plea and a public cry to his donors at Nebraska. See, just like in college, just like in the National Football League, if you ain't got no quarterback, you ain't got a chance. This is quarterback driven. And just like in the National Football League, the highest paid players are the quarterbacks. It's the same way in college football now. And Matt Rule publicly came out, and like I said, I feel like he was kind of saying, you know what? Come here. Let me show you what's in the skeletons. Let me show you what we have to deal with. But also, it's a public plea to the donors of saying, hey, don't come at me and saying, why aren't we winning? And why aren't we competing with those other schools like we used to back in the day? And Matt Rule's going to say, it's because I don't have a quarterback. And you don't give me enough time to have a freshman come in and develop him in 2 and 3 years because you're firing me after a year or two when I don't do well. So what I have to do is I got to jump in this portal and go get me a junior quarterback that's played at another big-time program who can come in here and start right now and give us a leg up on the competition. Well, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. You pay for trash, you get trash. You pray for quality, you get quality. And Matt Rule came out and he said the going rate right now in the portal for a quarterback that is worth using that portal scholarship for $1.5 to $2 million. Minimum on the low end for the low. And the greater that quarterback's name is, the more money he's looking to get. And now if he's really good, and there are teams that are looking for a quarterback, what ends up happening is Nebraska now has to fight off Texas A&M. Nebraska has to fight off Texas or Michigan or Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, Florida State, Oregon, Colorado. Name the price. This is what the portal has become. It has become free agency. And whoever can orchestrate the best deal, whoever can come up with the most money, gets the best players. And then everyone else, you take what's left over. And when you have teams like A&M who have long bags, Texas, long bags, Georgia, long bags, Alabama, long bags, Michigan, Ohio. When you have those programs, bags long. The bag is Oregon, Nike money. Bags long. That is what the portal has become. And these kids are standing on business. Literally. You want me? And that's college basketball. It's college football too. Football, basketball, it's all of it. And that's what the portal has become. It has become, and I'm not mad at the players. I'm not. I am not mad at the players. Go get your bread, young fellas. This game takes enough away from you. The schools and the NCAA have far long made millions and billions of dollars over time on the backs of these players. And I know some of y'all gonna look at this thing and be like, but you get a scholarship. The hell with that scholarship. The hell with that room and board. $60,000 a year. But you got a 100,000 seat stadium that they coming to see me. They ain't coming to see you. So you can take that 60 grand that you can give me for my scholarship and covering my room and board and giving me that cafeteria food. Because it always is the same thing. You only pay us or pay out a small percentage of what you bring in. So if I'm helping packing out this 100,000 seat stadium, you think I care because you gave me $250,000 in 4 years in scholarships, room and board, and cafeteria food? No. When you made billions, hundreds of millions probably, I shouldn't say billions, but hundreds of millions? Nah. Y'all saw the Johnny documentary. Waco built a whole new damn stadium off the back of RG3. And what did he get? Florida State won a national championship on the back of Jameis Winston. And he had to steal crab legs. Coaches are making $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, the high ones $10, $11 million a year. Schools are firing coaches and having to pay them 30, 40. What they owe, Jimbo? 70? 70 plus. They owe him one man. They owe one man. One man they owe $76 million to, and they fired him and said, go away. Don't tell me about money of our players. But this portal is insane. And that's what the NCAA, that's what you guys wanted.